Hey everybody, and welcome to another video on creating your own personal reality, on how to create your own personal reality. And so, in order to be able to create your own personal reality, you need to understand that you're already actually creating your own personal reality. And the reason for that is that there's no such thing for a human being as a totally objective reality. Everybody experiences the world, they experience life, they experience events and circumstances in their own very personal, very unique manner, okay? There's no such thing for a person as the same objective reality as everybody else. Yes, maybe we all live on the same planet, we all breathe the same air, all that good stuff, okay? Goes without saying, but we're all experiencing these things in our own personal way, okay? No two people experience, things the same way. And the reason for that is because we actually experience what's called a subjective reality. Our perception of reality is totally subjective. It's based on our own mind, our own experience, all that good stuff. And here's how it works. Here's how it works. Here's why that is. All of the information that we receive about the world, events, things around us, things that have been happening, things that are going to happen, comes to us through our five senses, right? Some people would tell you you have more than five senses, and I'm not here to argue that. But there's five primary senses that I think most people will agree on: visual, which is what we see; auditory, which is what we hear; kinesthetic, which is what we feel, and it could be either feelings emotionally or tactile, things we touch or physical sensations; olfactory, which is what we smell; and gustatory, which is what we taste. So 99% of the information that we receive about our world comes to us through these five senses. And it doesn't just, these five senses are being bombarded with information, millions and millions and millions of bits of information per instant, basically, or per second, is coming to us and entering our mind. And it's literally an overwhelming amount of information, such that we can't consciously consider every little bit of information that we're receiving through our five senses at any given time. It actually passes through our unconscious mind via our neurology before being presented to our conscious mind and coming into our conscious awareness. And thank goodness that it does, because if you were to try to focus on all the millions of bits of information that you're receiving at any given time, as I said, it would be overwhelming. It wouldn't be possible. So all this information passes through our unconscious mind through a series of filters. Instantaneously this happens. Okay, all of this information is being filtered by our unconscious mind down to a very, very, very tiny fraction of what it was, to become actually what we're aware of, what we're focusing on, what is making it into our mind. And it does that by passing through filters, which create a process of deletion, distortion, and generalization. All those millions of bits of information that come in, go through this process where some of them are just ignored, they're deleted. Some of them are distorted, right? Some of them are generalized together. Information is chunked up to make it easier to, observe. To give you an example, we see a car instead of seeing wheels, tires, doors, all the little tiny components that go in to make up each of those things. That's an example of generalization. We see the car, right? Now, here's the thing. Based on our personal experiences, our personal learning, everything that's happened in our life, that creates our own personal unique set of filters, right? Our own personal unique set of filters. Really simple example to go with the car thing is, if you're a mechanic and you're watching cars go by on the road, you're aware of, names, models, manufacturers. Things that are coming into your awareness might be like the things that commonly go wrong that need repair on a certain model of car, right? That's part of your reality. That information, stuff that you've learned, impacts the filters, what's coming into your conscious awareness, right? Here's why this is important for people to know, and it's because when you understand this, you can take control of what those filters are, and you can actually begin to shape your reality. You can begin to better shape your experience in the world, right? And one very important filter that's happening at the unconscious level is your beliefs, the things that you believe. What you believe can flip little switches in your mind that allow you to see things or not see things, metaphorically speaking, that allow you to consider opportunities or not consider opportunities, and so on and so forth. So let me give you a quick example here. If a person has a belief in their mind you know, that they're never going to find a good romantic partner. They're never going to find a partner that's perfect for them. If they genuinely believe that in their unconscious mind, even if it's outside of their conscious awareness, all those potential mates that might be a good match for them are going to be automatically filtered out, right? Every person they see is just going to get lumped into the category of not a good mate without any actual real consideration, right? It's going to happen automatically and instantaneously. Contrastly, if there's somebody else who has a belief that, you know, there's plenty of great people out there and I'm definitely going to meet someone who's perfect for me, that becomes one of their filters at the unconscious level. And as they're moving through their life, meeting new people, they're, you know, when there is somebody who's a good fit for their values and they might be attracted to, that's going to come into their awareness too, right? And the same goes with every aspect of your life. It's not just cars and potential romantic partners. It's earning opportunities. If somebody has an unconscious belief outside of their awareness that they'll never find a good paying job or they'll never find a job that they like. Well, your unconscious mind is going to respect that belief, and it's not going to, you know, it's going to filter out all the opportunities that would be counter to that belief, right? You probably know somebody who's just, you know, maybe you think of them as very optimistic, but they always believe that they're going to get what they want in life. And then they do, right? And this isn't, you know, some kind of mystical or magical, you know, or mysterious force that's allowing this to happen or making this happen or holding other people back. The good news is that it's within a person's control, because a huge part of it is what's happening inside a person's unconscious mind. And that is how we create our own reality. It's by changing our beliefs at the unconscious level, the stuff that's going on outside of our conscious awareness. If we can access it, and we can change it to be more reflective of what we actually want. I like to say we can bring into alignment our unconscious programming with our conscious goals and desires, so we can finally get what we want in life. The secret to doing that, you know, if you've been following me for a while, you probably already know, is hypnosis. Hypnosis is the bridge between the conscious and unconscious mind. It's not what you've seen on TV. It's not what you've seen in, you know, so-called performance hypnosis. When we're talking about clinical hypnosis or clinical hypnotherapy or just hypnotherapy, it's all about, you know, using special tools and techniques which are relaxing and enjoyable and keep you in control to access what's going on in your unconscious mind. And this is my business. This is what I teach. Okay, I run training programs to allow people to learn these skills so they can use them for themselves, they can use them for others, and they can build a business around that too. Anyways, if you have any comments, drop them in the comments. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If you want to hear more about my certification programs, send me a direct message. I'm happy to chat with you about it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of the day. Talk to you again soon.